the tropical paradise to relax in, a place to have peace and quiet and hear the waves crash onto the sand, or have really, really crazy parties with kids. And with some of the stuff that's come out about a certain someone, I wanted to make a video on characters I know would have been on the island for a fact. Let's just say they're doing more than just visiting. And first of all, I'm gonna get this one out of the way. Mr. Peabody, yes, the smart dog. If you really think about it, Mr. Peabody is a rich dog. And what do rich dogs do? I don't know. But let me just play this clip.
But it seems to be once you become like a billionaire, you become like a pedophile or something like that. What's going on?
Yeah, it's almost gonna scare, isn't it? It feels like, hold on, there's nothing to do late game. If all the billionaires...
What? That's such a crazy sentence.
What?
And as we can see, Mr. Peabody's rich. Mr. Peabody's in super late game. Because what do you mean you have a house on top of a building overviewing Central Park? Do you know how much an apartment building costs at one of those fancy apartment buildings overviewing Central Park? You have to be like a multi-billionaire. And he has a house on top of that. And how do you even explain this clip?
Nobody move! Sherman, I've got to get you out of here before you touch yourself.
What did he say? And to make it worse, what do dogs do?
Freaky odd dog.
That's what I thought. Mr. Peabody 100% was on the island. Our next suspect is very self-explanatory. It's Hisoka from Hunter times Hunter, which means Hunter squared. That makes him Hunter to the second power. So if you do the math, Hisoka or Hisoka, I mean, he is one freaky dude. And he doesn't even try to hide it, because every time he encounters the only two kids in the show, he starts moaning like, "Oh, your power is so strong, gone. Oh, you little naughty boy, you little naughty boy." All right, what am I doing with my life right here? And just look at this clip. Like, he just straight up has a dog bone, let's just say. And I know one of y'all is gonna try to defend Hisoka, saying,
well, he only does it because he's excited for the challenge of fighting.
No, motherfucker. He just a Diddy counterpart. He don't do this to any other grown character. What are you talking about? This one might catch you guys off guard, not gonna lie. The minions 100% were on the island. 100% factually on the island. Because as you know, the minions, they're not as innocent as they look. These little creatures aren't innocent. Like, it's canonically knowing that they follow the most evil person of every single generation. So by that logic, they have been passed around by some notable people, like the painter, the famous painter everybody knows, and some other people. But I mean, they most likely, very highly likely, on the grounds of the island, and followed a certain person's orders. Now looking at the minions, these are some of the most evil creatures. Because if you think about it, they lure you in with their little innocence. They fake that they're innocent. They start playing around. They're like all these, they're chattering. And guess what? They lure you in with their aroma, with their cute aroma. And probably do horrendous things to you. And enjoy it. The minions were probably like this on the island. They're just having fun, doing all this stuff, and they're like evil creatures. The third suspect is Sanji. And I don't really know how age works in One Piece. But what is this? You literally can't defend this clip. He got a bloody nose and everything. Seeing Kid Nami. And I know Nami's hot and everything. But this is Kid Nami. And he was even feeding over the dog woman. These ain't even suspects right here. Quagmire and Herbert. Like, just search up a compilation, and that's all the evidence you need. Like, these people, they do it for the love of the game. Let's just react to some.
Oh my God, Chris is still in there. Somebody save Chris!
You know what? He's earned that.
All right, like, what do I even say to this? And lastly, we got Rudeus. If y'all don't know Rudeus, he's from an anime called Jobless Reincarnation, where he was a fat 4chaner, like a fat slobby 4chaner that got reincarnated as a baby in another world with the mind of his previous self, the 40-year-old self, and the stuff he does on this show is crazy. And I know people will defend him and be like,
Well, he's actually just a kid biologically.
this dude reincarnated with his 40-year-old mind. What do you mean he's just a kid? He's like cosplaying a kid. He's not an actual kid. And look, he literally got excited when he was born, seeing at his own mother's breasts. Like, bro, this dude is not a kid. In conclusion, if you get invited to an island, you might see the minions.
Shortly afterwards, we saw him heading straight towards the mountains, some 70 kilometers away.